Hello! Nice to see you again. Welcome to SamCurtisMusic, where today we will be looking at Tracy Chapman's Fast Car remix by Jonas Blue and featuring Dakota. It's quite a catchy tune. This is what I've got so far, which I've played. Yeah, so there's a lot going on here. It's quite a catchy little tune. So if you open up Silent, here it is. We got it on Poly 1, the first oscillator on Oscillator A. We've got it on Voice 1. We've got it on a Wave. And we have the phase up to about 183 degrees. You want the stereo all the way down, and you want the pan just slightly to the left, 1.43 I have it, just to give it a bit more width in the sounding. Next on Oscillator 2 we have the volume is slightly down. We have it on a tri-saw wave. We have the phase down, the stereo all the way down, and the panning is just slightly to the right as well, just to give it the extra. And then we have it on octave is a +2. So on amp envelope A we have it on attack 80, about 80. We have it on decay, which is about 3.45, and sustain all the way up, and release just because we want to have a little bit of release on it, which is nice. Next we have Oscillator B. We have octave 1. We want to invert it and the fine tune slightly to the left just to give it a bit more. Volume is about 581. No phase, no detune. Stereo all the way up just to give it a bit more width again. You want it on retriggering as well. Oscillator B2, octave +1 again. You want it on a pulse wave this time, with it on voices 1, retriggering, no inversion, and you want it on fine tune just up to 5, just to give it another bit more depth, opposite to this, so it'll just expand it slightly in the sound. Volume downs just a little bit to about there, about 3.24. Phase and detune just nothing. Stereo all the way up again, and pan in the center. So what we have then is on part A we have a low pass filter, just filter in A. Then we have it on about 59 hertz. Yeah, about 59, 56. Resonance all the way down, and drive up to about 5. Next we have the filter cutoff control. All the way up on the cutoff, and all the way up on key tracking. Put the warm drive on. Now we're going to B. Only filter in B. And we have a low pass as well. We have it on about 51 this time, with drive about 2.9. Next we're going to go on to mod envelope 1. This is where all the sound comes from, is that. So what we want is a cutoff A and B. Put it up to envelope, put the sustain up to about 3.85. Put the attack up slightly, because when you filter it down, I'll show you now. When you filter it down, Sweet. On misc 1, miscellaneous, we have it on the velocity is controlling the volume, just to give it a bit more and then that's down minus 1.6. Mix A and B, we have mix B up, and I think that's about that's on 5, or just below 5. But mix B is up 7.76, and mix A is on to 5. We have the master volume or main volume then up as well, just in line with the mix B on 799. Another thing which we have is we have a portamento. It's normally on normal, but if you put it onto slide and put it up to port time is about 3.86, that'll give it a slide from each note. When it hits the next note up in the scale or down in the scale, it'll slide down to that quickly, not to give it such an aggressive attack. Also, we have a bend which is normally on 3. If you bring that down to 2, and I'll show you. So here's 2 bars of it. This is what, as you can see, it's bending on the 2.4. It goes in triplets, as most dance music does, or tropical house. There's some notes which are stretched out longer than others, and on certain notes it's bent. There's a pitch bend. The pitch bend is actually quite unique, quite cool, although everyone's using it these days. It's quite a nice sound though. It gives it quite a nice sound. It's not stagnant, but yeah, it's got on certain notes there is pitch bend, as you can see. It's on this one, halfway in between this one and at the start of this one, because it hits at the end. Yeah, so thank you for watching my tutorial. It was a great pleasure having you. So I'm trying to release a tutorial every week, so if you would like to subscribe just to watch it every week, that'd be great. Please leave a comment as well. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Please give it a like as well. If you did like this, please watch another tutorial I've got, and have a good day. Enjoy.